Hey you guys, Battle here with another video review. This time I got the NECA Team Fortress 2 RED Pyro figurine. I love Team Fortress 2. It's easily my favorite game ever. Just in general, it's my favorite game. I adore that game so much. I have nearly 900 hours logged onto the thing. So if that's not any indication. So obviously when NECA put out they were going to make figures from it, I knew I had to have at least a few of them. So I got the RED Pyro, and I may be retracting my statement on having to have a few of them, and you'll see why at the end of this video, or by the end of this video. So let's start with the RED Pyro. The RED Pyro, alright, aesthetically, this thing looks amazing. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks just like the Pyro. I love it. And see, this is where the faults start to come in. For one, the flamethrower's nearly impossible. There we go. Nearly impossible to get off. And then that there. But as far as the actual Pyro goes, detail-wise, he looks great. It looks great. It's got the gas tank. It's got the belt, the bandolier, the gloves, the works. It's got everything. It looks just like the Pyro, and I do applaud them on that. But where it really falls is actually being able to do anything. Start with articulation. It's got decent head articulation. You can spin around for some reason, and then you can look up and down, and that's kind of it. The arms, around, in and out. Now this elbow, if you can even call this articulation, that's what it does. It rotates, and then it does this a little bit. That's all it does. That's all it does. The hand is the same thing. It rotates, then it does this a little bit. That's all it does. The torso really doesn't do much of anything. The legs, again, they can do that weird rotate out, and then that's it. That's it. That's all they can do. The knees, they bend a bit. They bend like the super teeny bit, and then they can rotate, and that's all. And again, this foot here, well, the foot is pretty standard foot articulation. It spins, and it's got the toe. But yeah, articulation on it is definitely lackluster, which goes hand in hand with being able to do anything, such as holding his weapon here. Now, the flamethrower, again, looks fantastic, and then mine actually came fairly warped. Not a huge fan of that, but anyway, the flamethrower looks fantastic. Looks exactly like the Team Fortress 2 flamethrower. That's great. As far as holding it, different story. You can get it. It's possible to get it into his hand here with a bit of doing, and there it goes. That thing too. The hand. This hand joint is extremely weak. That's probably only mine, but it's still something to look out for. Alright, so we got one hand on. Now, as far as being able to actually hold it, no. This other hand, all it can really do is just kind of grip this wire here. And that's about all it can do. It can do that, but you can't get any kind of pose with it because these elbows just don't do anything. Like, this is all it's going to do, and that really disappoints me because you really can't do anything with these. You can just kind of get them into this extremely lackluster, there it goes again, extremely lackluster pose, and then that's all. Yeah. Now, the axe, again, is the same thing. You can get it in this first hand pretty okay, and then that's about all it's going to do. It's nowhere near, with no elbow articulation, it's nowhere near going to get to that second hand to actually do anything there, which again is disappointing. And then the last disappointing feature of this figure is, as you can see from me having to just prop it up back here on this wood here for the good part of the video when I'm not holding it, is that this thing, okay, well now it stands. But this figure, and it's due to the fact that they wanted to make it game accurate and give him the smallest feet and ankle joints possible, that it's really just such a pain to get this figure to stand. The Demo Man is a lot worse to the point where I'm probably not even going to review him, just because you can't even keep him up. The Pyro you can work with, but the feet are still completely tiny, and if you try to do any pose, no, it's going to fall. So, overall, can I recommend this figure? If you're a die-hard Team Fortress 2 fan and you really just want them to stand there, not even stand there, but if you really just want them, get them. But even me, who Team Fortress is my favorite game, I still can't even appreciate this figure enough to really get the rest of them. I mean, for the money these are going for, 20, 25, something like that, I really can't justify the price for this. So, unless they get much better in the future, I do believe the Pyro and the Demo Man will be the only ones I'll be getting from this line. Anyway, this has been Battle with a video review of the NECA Team Fortress 2 Series 1 Pyro, Red Pyro, signing off.